that there's no such thing as a stupid question. Unless we're the ones asking it. From game highlights, to hot takes, to totally unqualified opinions. We're bringing the BS Booster Style!
What kind of grass should you put in your backyard?
Depends on how much sun you get. Even St. Augustine, you need.
Well, you know,
need at least 4 hours of sun.
A lot of people grow that illegal grass in their backyard.
Oh my God!
There you go, David.
Not David.
Illegal grass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even considered a ground cover. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's going to be legal soon enough here in Texas. You might as well grow it.
Gosh,
I don't think it is.
How bad did Richardson get beat last night? Pretty bad, wasn't it?
Lieutenant Governor being who he is.
Coppell beat the little snot out of him.
It was ugly.
Well, that cockiness went away real quick, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. So here we go. Welcome to episode number 100. Whoa! Welcome.
Keep going. Welcome
to episode 149 of the BEBC
BS
Podcast.
Oh, we're on.
Where you can get landscaping comments.
Yeah. Hair cutting comments.
Hair cutting?
Yeah.
From the BEBC?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, seriously?
Wow.
I don't think so. Well, here we are, fellas. It's going to be Thanksgiving next week.
And the boys are still playing.
The boys are still practicing, playing.
Love it.
And Permian's coming to the Turkey Bowl.
Permian. On a late fourth quarter field goal. Beats Link.
Pulled victory out of the jaws of defeat.
He did. The upstart Mansfield Lake Ridge team, 1-9 last year, finishes this year 8-3. So, no, 9-3.
9-3.
Congratulations to them on a good year, but it's Allen and Permian. Next Saturday night, 6 o'clock, Shotwell Stadium.
Friday night.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now, we played them in the 2008 state run. Did we play them in between that, or is that the last time?
I think that's the last time we've played them.
Yeah,
over at the old Cowboy Stadium.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a slobber knocker, too.
I think you're right, yeah.
This will be a different game.
So to clarify,
I think
people,
so.
so I did mess it up. Friday night, 6 o'clock, Shotwell Stadium in Abilene.
Shotwell.
You can bring your, what is the drug in turkey that makes you sleep?
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
Yeah, you can bring your tryptophan.
Oh, I was thinking Turkey the countries. What?
Turkey the country.
There's a lot of drugs in Turkey that'll cause you to sleep.
Little opium coming out of there, probably.
Dang.
What is it again, Cody?
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan loaded bodies to Abilene, and
That's why we make ham. Glazed ham.
Us too.
Ham bone.
We do glazed ham. We don't do turkey.
okay, that's fine. No one's going to criticize you for your,
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
meat of choice. You can
Everybody who bought the Allen Wrestling ham, raise your hand. Hey, I did it for the BEBC, man.
Did you do it in our name?
No.
Then that point was moot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for buying the ham.
It was good.
I know they appreciate
it. Still is good.
So,
Yeah.
congratulations. Congratulations to the Eagles on a 41-7 whooping of Lake Highlands.
Whooping?
Yeah, take that,
It's
Diggs.
nice. There will be no
I tell
retribution
you what,
on this day.
I didn't watch any of Diggs' stuff from last night yet, but we'll see what he has to say. I know he picked Allen to win, but I don't know by how much
Oh, yeah.
and all that. But he poked the bear. The bear named LeBron
Yeah,
Bauer.
he did.
And there's every week LeBron reminds him. It's pretty fun to watch. So, congratulations to those guys. We'll speak to Coach Wig here in a little bit, but
Yeah, but LeBron went off, man. He had all those defensive plays, plus he had all the penalties. He was doing everything. I mean,
plays,
He had
penalties,
man, he had to be balanced.
I know.
special
You know?
teams, he was all over.
Yeah,
the
he
place.
was. He did a great job.
Game number 149 in the history of Allen Eagle football. We finally move out of 1974. Before we go any further,
Yeah.
last week we talked about how Allen went 7-3, 4-1 in district in 1974, but did not get into the playoffs because it was a
district champion only.
And I wondered, because they lost to Princeton, if Princeton was. Of course, we can go back into the famed alumni of Allen Eagle football reached out to us, Randy and Jill Bridges, and by golly, we got a picture of Jill as a talonette.
Yeah.
And
humma.
The 1974 football bracket in Princeton indeed was the district champion.
Yeah.
And they actually went a couple rounds deep in the playoffs that year, which was pretty cool. So nice. Princeton in the first round played Honey Grove. You can imagine.
I was there yesterday.
And they beat Honey Grove 27-23, which led them to a game against, you're going to love this, Archer City.
Wow.
Oh,
Archer,
wow.
out by Abilene.
Holy crap.
And they beat Archer City 27-22. And then, this is very interesting to me, they ran into Aledo.
Ooh.
And Aledo beat Princeton 46-0.
That doesn't surprise me, but
Aledo goes on to play Tuscola Jim Ned, who was in the other side of the bracket. Aledo makes it to the state championship game, but they lose to Grapeland.
Where?
Grapeland.
1918,
and Grapeland is your...
I don't think that city even...
Where's that, in Germany?
I don't think that city's...
That is your state champion. So there you go, for everybody that was interested in 1974 high school football in this area. It was Grapeland. So Princeton loses to Aledo 46-0 in that game. The 149th victory in the history of Allen Eagle football. We're back in 1987, 3-0 on the year, having just defeated West Mesquite 43-21. They travel, or Dallas Hillcrest comes to play. And the Eagles win 21-14 to move to 4-0 on the year. So, good start to 1987. The Eagles overall are now 149-122 with 7 ties.
I wonder how that'd go over getting one of those DISD schools to play in the preseason over here. Hillcrest or
Dallas Carter.
W.T. White.
God, they're like 4A now, Carter's. They've gotten so small.
Ooh, we could challenge 2 schools. Have them band together.
Band together, there you go.
The DISD All-Star team.
Yeah, there you go.
That would work. So there you go, folks. You're caught up on the history of Allen Eagle football.
There will be a quiz next week.
There will be.
Make sure you
exactly.
take notes.
Next week is episode number 150, which will...
We'll have cupcakes and candy and stuff.
Cupcakes and candy.
What?
Who's making the cupcakes?
Shoot, I'll make cupcakes.
HEB.
I'll make those special brownies.
No.
Yeah, you had some last
As
week.
I said, what kind of grass do you grow in your backyard?
There you go.
Yeah.
Before we jump into the game, let's jump into the bracket. Last night, Coppell spanks Richardson to move on in their bracket. They will play the winner of North Crowley and Midland Legacy, who are playing at 2 o'clock today in Shotwell Stadium in Abilene.
I'd love for that Legacy team to pull it off.
Yeah.
I mean, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee.
The winner of that game will play the winner of Allen Odessa Permian next week. On the other side of the lower part of the bracket, Duncanville spotted Rockwall Heath a 6-0 lead, and then
Yeah, all the way into the second quarter too, right?
yeah,
Crazy, man.
proceeded to open up the can of I'm going to whoop your butt, and before was 49-6 or something like that. It was not pretty. They will play the winner, Duncanville will, of the Woodland Klein Collins game, which is today.
Well, that'd be fun to have them play Woodlands.
Yeah,
We'll see if that happens.
that game will be next week as well. Waxahachie, and I'm not sure if I'm surprised by this or not, they handled North Forney pretty easily last night, which, everybody been really high on North Forney. Legend Bay, their quarterback, who's going to Ohio State. Waxahachie defeats them, and they will play Cy Ranch, who was a 27-13 winner over Conroe Grand Oaks. So that kind of brings you up on that side of the
Probably
bracket.
down in Waco somewhere, I imagine.
Yeah. The other side of the bracket, you look up and you see North Shore wins again, that late season loss doesn't seem to be much of an issue for them at this point. They will take on Cy Falls next week. Straight Jesuit beat Lamar last night. Our old buddies Lamar.
No, that was a good win.
50-35, and they will take on Dickinson, who is undefeated still. So you're looking at a North Shore Dickinson showdown coming up here in a couple weeks, potentially. Dickinson beat previously undefeated Pearland. Our old buddies Pearland.
Nice.
Went down last night. 28-21. Lower part of that bracket has San Antonio Johnson, who's undefeated. They will play Cibolo Steel, who is now 11-1. And Lake Travis squeaks out a 13-7 victory last night over San Antonio Brennan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Brennan's a good team.
They were 10-1. That was a knockdown dragout, I guess. 13-7. Every series in that game probably was obviously pretty important. Lake Travis will take on. I went totally blank.
That's okay. We do that often.
I wrote it down and now I can't see who it is.
It's part of the creed.
Already United, Judson, Los Fresnos. I think.
Here's when you blink out.
Yeah, I wrote something down wrong off the bracket, so my apologies, people, for not having done a better job of writing down.
I'm still trying to find Diggs's.
He just said Alan got the memo about style points. That's all he said.
Which, good for him. Again, style points don't mean jack. All it means jack is the score, so.
He has not done the dump yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Here's why I didn't say it. Is because Laredo United and Los Fresnos are playing today, and they will play the winner, or they will play Lake Travis. Los Fresnos is undefeated at 10-0, and Laredo United is 8-2 going into that game today. So, feel better about not having written anything down at that point. So
there you go.
Let's talk about the crowd last night.
Where's that been?
Big.
Yeah,
Huge.
I didn't even realize until I saw the picture. I went, my goodness.
Who were all those people?
I don't know. Band parents?
Paid
No.
agitators?
Because if you notice, there wasn't a bunch of people that got up and left right after halftime. Now, at the end of the third quarter, it started clearing out.
Right.
Yeah.
But right after halftime, no.
No.
So, kudos to whoever you were that showed up last night.
It's not like you're going to hear this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine sitting over there on the other side and
Looking up.
looking across the field, going, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, because when
They bring the crowd.
David was first in line because he was going to save a handicap seat for a buddy.
Yeah.
We were, 30 people back maybe? So
Yeah.
we got in at
Yeah.
6:05, 6:10, something like that, and didn't really think about it. And then all of a sudden you're just sitting there, and it's getting fuller and fuller
Yeah.
and fuller and fuller. And then right
And
before
people
game
are
time-
posting pictures of how long the line is.
And I'm going to say this about that crowd. It was good. It was a good crowd. But obviously there's, and here, yes, this is a gripe. This is a gripe. When you're coming up to the gate, and don't blame the fact that McKinney had two people working the gate. If you come up there and you've got your pass ready to go, and they can just look at it, you go right in instead of just bogging down the line. I'm done
There
for right now.
There seemed to be a lot of issues with the difference in the way that app worked, where you had to hold it down,
Yeah.
as opposed to just scanning it like we do.
Because
That's
people
just-
can't help but push the button.
why?
That was
early.
the same way at Prosper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to check in.
Right.
And whereas we usually had a physical QR code, and they just scan it, and you're good to go. Which
It seemed to cause.
I
some
think
people
that
some
would have
hard
caused
time.
them to have to pay extra for the app.
dude, let me
I
tell you,
bet.
McKinney
I bet.
went as lean as they possibly could. The concession stand
Oh.
situation was a joke. That whole please God, make this the last time we have to play in the Crown Stool.
And for a brand new stadium to only have a speaker coming out of the scoreboard, man, that's like second rate.
It's not brand new anymore.
I don't know anybody else. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
But the good thing about that, and we commented before the game, Sherry and Nolan and I, is the volume was correct.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I'm going to blow you out of your
Like
seats.
at the basketball game the other night.
Oh my God.
That was awful.
Yeah, it was the perfect volume. I say perfect. It was a very good volume. You could hear it without having your ears blown out.
And then
Blown
they
out.
didn't play a bunch of music really loud when you want to hear bands. It's Friday night. It's playoffs.
Who
Let's
really
hear the
wants to-
bands.
who really wants to hear the band?
I want to hear the
I'd
band.
rather hear the band than what we
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd rather not hear that Lake Highlands band again. That
Boy, what a show they put on.
was terrible.
Hey, at least they played to the winners.
Oh, they played our side?
Yeah,
I went
they
to the
played
bathroom,
toward
I
ours.
missed it. Yeah.
I think they had.
watch
I
their
think they had
show?
enough to cover the logo out in the middle.
Yeah, they went on. They did their LH, and then they had the girls dance.
Oh, and then all the band members just did. I mean, you thought you were at the
That's that. What it?
what was that show? Drumline?
Oh, I
No.
thought you were going to say Gong Show.
No, Drumline, where they the different schools just do all that
Yeah.
wild stuff.
Is that what they did?
Yes.
Yeah, they were just
we
were
had-
just kind of
We have become such band geeks,
band snobs.
snobs that we're like critiquing our competition's band. But it's fun.
We got to talk about something.
Yeah, I know. It's not like we got a lot to talk about today.
Like the fact that teams that complain about Allen's band are now 0-2 all time.
Yes,
We
good
have
one,
that
Cody.
question for Wig because we think that went down first.
Oh, it
Yeah.
went down.
Oh,
went
it
down.
definitely went down. That
Because
was
they had
immediate.
a motion penalty.
That
Very
referee
first
came
play.
over to him and he looked
Oh, they
at
had
the
a false
band.
start.
Yeah, they had a false start,
Yeah.
and that coach immediately
Well,
went to the
and
ref.
Wig is out there talking to him,
They're not doing
and
anything
he's
wrong.
making points, and then he turns to Obato and goes,
Oh, they pulled that. They pulled Minnesota.
and it's on.
Yeah.
Insert the highlight here. I got that highlight.
All right.
Plus Obato yelling at the refs, "Hey, they're playing during the snap," when our offense was on the field.
Speaking of Coach Wig, it is time to give him a buzz.
Is it?
Let's see if
Bet
he
he's
picks
buzzing
up this
already.
week.
Bet he'd like that.
He may not be interested in talking to us. Who knows? I don't even know. Where's Tech
course
play
he
today?
is.
Is he,
I
is
have
he
no-
driving or is he around?
Virginia.
Are they playing?
Virginia. Everybody plays this week. Let's just.
Hello.
Morning, Coach.
Hello, how are y'all?
How am I doing better? You sound a little sleepy. Are you okay?
All good.
All good. Yeah, a win is a win. We love it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we wrote down a bunch of questions because we had a bunch as we sat there last night, but we'll get to a few of them here. I guess the first one is we kick off. Lake Highlands gets a false start penalty, and then you have a discussion with the referees about was that about the band?
Yes, yeah, it was.
Yeah, we saw you. Doing some hand signals to Obato, and I guess letting him know everything's okay. Just play on.
Yes, basically that. Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you. Did
Wait,
you
we're
know?
not done. We're not done with this one.
No, we're talking about this one. Did you notice Obato on his speakers yelling at the refs for about 2 plays?
I did not.
Oh, it was classic. We'll post the highlight. He was yelling, "Hey, refs, they're playing during our snaps. Ref, they're playing during our snaps."
Yeah.
He's a good backer of Allen football.
He's great, and he understands. He knows the rule, and he understands. Yeah, I mean, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, just to follow up there, Coach, because was that a result of their coach saying something or the referee saying something?
No, yeah. So we were at their game last Friday night, and they were playing South Grand Prairie, and their band played. They jumped, and their coaches went out there complaining with the officials, and then the South Grand Prairie band stopped playing the rest of the night when they were on offense, which you shouldn't have done,
No.
right? So then their coach was complaining before the game to the officials about our band. So I went to the official on our sideline. I didn't get to get the white hat right before starting. I said, look, our guy's been doing it a long time. He knows the rules and knows how to do it. And, they jumped and he tried to, say something to them. But I said, you can flag us if he's not, doing it right. But he knows how to do it. He basically said, okay. So
that was that.
Nice.
Well, I don't know how long that Lake Highlands coach has been around, but he obviously was not aware of the Allen DeSoto game when Claude wanted to shut down the band because that backfired on him so bad. It was funny.
Yeah.
So it would have been the same. So, speaking of which, how about your crowd last night?
Yeah, it's last night, but all year, those guys. They're just wonderful. They're great. The kids feed off of them, love them, and it's just. Y'all know it's just they make it an incredible atmosphere.
And it was large last night. The lines to get in were long, and people, it was amazing.
Well, and I heard. Well, I didn't hear. I know that there was I guess issues with the ticketing with getting in. I think with the cell service even or something that caused the lines to be longer. So that part's not for the fans that you come and you want to be at the game and want to support. You probably want to see the opening kickoff, and I bet there was a number of them that didn't get in on time just because of that stuff. It caused big difficulties to us, and things that we do too, just the service.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah. Well, that's a crown stool of Texas high school football, as we call it.
Yeah.
Man, I want to go.
Everything, I love that stadium. Everything about it. Other than that, we were there before. We had some issues with some of our technology we use. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what could cause that, but
I guess it's.
But I love the stadium. Love the way they host. They do a great job over
there. Let's talk about the game a little bit. And again, we just, as you know, we ask stupid questions because we have stupid comments and we're not smart. But it seemed, and better from scouting, that Lake Highlands wanted to do the old Flower Mound Marcus trick of let's use every minute of the play clock and slow things down.
Play keep away.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know, did they do that against South Grand Prairie, or was that just a trick for us?
No, I think, no. Not to the degree that I think they came out and did it. I think it was a great plan. I think it was a well-executed plan. I think they, if they could have written a script of coming out, they put together a 15-play drive, which is impossible to do in high school football.
Yeah.
I think it was the script for them was exactly what they wanted. And you say, all right, we're going to get down to a 4th and 1. They're going to be like, okay. It's 4th and 1 on our 15th play of the drive. Deep in the red zone. Yeah, we're fired up. This is good. 7 minutes, under 7 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
that's everything you want as an offensive coach going into that. So I think I think it was as good a start as they could have scripted. And we get the stop on 4th and 1. Probably if they run that 3 times, they get one, we get one, and the other one is going to be a toss-up. It's going to be who gets it right. So it's a great play by the defense, play of the game, right? Because it's have they converted there, you're completely in that world still. Right. I would think, again, not being on their staff, not knowing what their plan was, but we get the stop, and then we go a quick 5-play touchdown, and then you're like, okay, no big deal. Yeah. Let's put together another 15-play drive. Things are going our way. And then they go, and I think the next play was like a 6-play drive or something. And then we come right back with a 1-play touchdown. Now you again, if that's me and that's my plan, I'm like, okay, how much longer can this plan stay? And you probably try to do it one more time. Then they went 3 and out, and then you're like, okay, things may be changing some.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
With our defense, you might say that it would work a lot better for ours because they couldn't stop us for anything. We had 1 double-digit drive, which was 12 plays, and they had 4 double-digit drives of 16, 10, 13, and 11 plays. So it was a true bend not break defense for Allen.
Which is it was, and and that really isn't who we've been this year. Really, it was good to see some stops after drives. You know, as a general statement, we would go out there and we get 3 and outs. We had more 3 and outs this year than I've ever been associated with. On the other side of that, we haven't done that a lot. You know, used to sustain drives. A lot of them, I mean, probably at a higher percentage than most, have ended up in the end zone. You know, so it was really good to see that. Just continue to fight and find a way to get those stops after long drives. And I thought their quarterback, I thought he did a good job. I thought he just made some smart plays. You know, I think there was some coverage, and he just put a ball right where it needed to be. And I thought they did a good job the first half. Again, probably, I think they would say, other than putting points on the board, probably everything that they wanted out of that half. And then we were just able to create a couple of big plays that just why. I mean, you would think with those kind of drives they had, you're not going to get many possessions. You know, so you would think that worst case scenario, you're going to come out of it 21-0, 14-0, something like that. You know, I would think they would say. But again, it was just proud of the defense for continuing to get the stops, the punt blocks. You know, we felt like we would have a shot to get a couple of blocks. Those were huge, which played into the short, quick drives as well. But anyway, I thought it was just really a great counter by our team of what the question was of what we probably think their plan was. Yeah, and
it's got it, and again, we've seen that against Allen for years, many different times.
Yeah.
And so when it happened, we always think, okay, that's a great plan until it doesn't work.
That's right.
And then you start getting out of what you normally do.
Yep. That's right.
And that's when bad things typically happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And again, and you don't know what their thoughts were. You don't know what their game plan was because you weren't over there with them. But there's games that you're certainly saying, guys, this isn't a game that we want to get into a shootout. We need to keep this game in that 14 to 17 point range. It's just going to be hard if we get into a shootout. And when you do that, you are trying to milk the clock. And I think that, but then all of a sudden, like, you fall behind and you're like, oh gosh, now we've got to open it up, and you just hope that you can. And that's what they're, I'm sure, thinking is, if we do that and we have to do all this, then 1 or 2 more incompletions here, then it really gets away from you.
Yeah.
And that's what they did on those early drives. They just really didn't put the ball on the ground. I mean, It was some tight windows, but they were completing them, and just big third down after third down and backing them up, and then all of a sudden they're converting. But it only works, like you said, as long as it's working.
Yeah. When it doesn't, then it changes everything. So. Let's talk about your offense for a minute, because it seemed a little more open last night as opposed to last week's game. And I know you're playing different teams, but there seemed to be a lot more downfield. And kudos to you on the Carter Harrison, the backfield coming out. That was such an awesome play.
Yeah.
So
well, we knew that they were a man team, and certainly if something they hadn't seen. Because nobody had, and we felt like that would put a matchup of him on an outside linebacker. Felt like it would be a favorable matchup for the Allen Eagles, and their guy, he's guarding somebody, that he's not used to guarding, and probably overstraining and overstriding, and falls down. I don't think it would have mattered if he didn't fell down. I think
he was already way down.
Again, that was. The odds were going to be in our favor there, I think.
Yeah, Coach, I just want you to know, because sometimes I like to toot my own horn. I saw Carter in the backfield. I turned to my son and said, he's on a linebacker. Watch this. And there it happened. And I was just like, I'm in your head, Coach. I'm in your head.
I know you do pay attention more than most, but I bet there weren't many others in the bleachers that saw that, though, really. You just don't expect it,
well, and if you're only going to have one completion to Carter, that's the one you want to get. So
yeah, no kidding.
All right, so I want to ask you this, because it's again, we notice things, and we it seems the last couple weeks that we've been using the play clock a little. There seems to be a lot of, I don't want to say confusion, but adjustments going on a lot of the plays.
Well, last night, so So we have UIL this year made a rule to where you can use wearables, they call it. So our communication goes in from essentially an Apple Watch,
Right.
If you will,
To the line.
well, to the offense, to all of them. So they're all and they're all looking at their watch. Well, that had major issues. Last week we had some issues with it. Last night, and I don't understand the technology, but we were connected to Wi-Fi, but they said that Wi-Fi has nothing to do with it. It's all cell service, and for what I don't understand. But for whatever reason, it wasn't working. Which, we don't. It's kind of like their plan is working as long as it's going to work. Well, we're calling a plan and doing the watch while our kids are sitting there, and it'd be like looking down at your watch to see what time it is, and your watch is just sitting blank looking at you. So that happened a few times, which second half we just finally went back to old school signaling, and
there you go.
But anyway, it really has been good all year. You play certain teams that are very reliant on whatever you want to call it, getting your formations and stuff to call their defensive calls based on that. That's a very common trend in football. So when you're able, in college football, when you're able to talk directly to the helmet and eliminate that, it's advantageous. And in our world this year, when you're able to use that watch and they're having to see it as you break the huddle, it shortens the times they can make defensive calls. So it's been good for us and offenses, but it's good when it works, and it's really bad when it doesn't work. So.
It's technology. Yeah,
it's like being stuck in the shopping mall when there's a power outage and the 16-year-old at the cash register doesn't know how to do addition on paper.
No kid. Yeah.
You got to be able to know how to do that. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Well, again, the defense stepped up as they've done all year. Another great performance by those guys, and so you get Odessa Permian. Have you ever played Odessa Permian as a coach?
Well, I'm not as an actual coach. When I was student coach in high school, I was with San Angelo Central and played them twice, and that was kind of in their heyday. Anyway, just a really cool atmosphere. But
geez, how old are you?
55 years old.
Yeah. So as a head coach, you've not faced them, is what I'm hearing.
I have not, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's going to be interesting, because when I think, there's just certain things that you think, and when I think Odessa Permian, there's certain thoughts in your head about their style of football, and it appears from one of our coaches came here from Permian. He has friends still coaching there, and they're not that team. They're a air raid. They're spread it out. They have really good receivers, really good quarterback, which just is, I'm like, what? Permian? It just doesn't fit. It doesn't seem right in my mind, but it's still going to be the same cool Permian atmosphere.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they'll the good thing, one of the fun things about playing them is they bring a ton of people, always.
Yeah.
And so
and travel for them is, they're going to be like, oh, Abilene, a home game.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I just hope our crowd will travel out there.
So does that mean we lost the coin flip?
I'm just thankful they didn't want to go home and home, which they, typically West Texas teams will go home and home. Because again, if you say we're traveling to Allen, they're like, okay, we had 4 of those this year. No big deal for us. Mm-hmm. They know us traveling is not something that Metroplex teams do. All your teams are here, and but they agreed to go to a neutral, which is huge.
Yeah. Okay.
Just for the fans' sake, obviously you go home and win it, and it's good. But you add 2.5 more hours to the drive, and you got a lot more people saying, "I'm not going to spend that extra gas money or an extra."
Oh, I think it's going to be full on both sides. Do we know if we're home or visitor yet?
We're visitors.
Okay.
We're visitors.
All right.
6:00 Friday night, Shotwell Stadium.
Bring on the white unis, baby.
Yeah. Excited about that. Really am. We love our Navies, but our guys also, they like variety, so they're about ready for a change. And I love the way our white uniforms look.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun. Again, it's always fun to play on Thanksgiving or thereafter.
Yeah, it is. Just, it allows us, so many things that we do. And as a program, this week is really centered around, taking time with our kids. We do a thing daily that we really get to express verbally things we're thankful for. Really, really fun week for us.
What's your practice schedule this week, Coach?
Yeah, we go. We'll be done daily by noon, so we do everything.
Early
morning hours. Yeah, okay. Not as early as we normally go, but
yeah,
but yeah, in the mornings.
Yeah, we want to get up there and give the kids their magnets this week. I was just going to see.
Oh yeah, yeah, we'll be up there.
Okay.
Again, they'll finish up by noon, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, the intentional grounding last night by their quarterback that was nowhere near any type of player. Not even,
They said he was out of the pocket.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it.
We can look at the video on that.
Yeah,
there's only so much to blame.
He said I had him.
Left, right,
He said I had him, a step out of the pocket. He said I had it really close. If I missed it, I missed it. But he said I had him a step out. And again, those things I can live with. I can live with. What I can't live with is when you just, I think that you just, did a really bad job. But if he said that, and I haven't watched that play yet, but if he said he drifted a little bit and it was really, really close, okay, fine. If that's what you saw, we can't go instant replay. So live on, play another down. But
yeah, well, that poor quarterback.
I felt better about that explanation than if he'd have said someone was in the area.
Yeah, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, Coach, you went 4-1 last week.
Okay.
The land thieves from Oklahoma went and stole one from Bama. So
yeah.
Everybody missed that game, so don't feel bad, but just feel good. Me, you, and Chris went 4-1. Hargis went 2-3. So bless his heart. He's trying so hard to make up games that he's just putting himself further in a hole. So
yeah,
bless his heart.
We'd like to think that he's working too much on Allen game plan.
That's exactly what it is. Exactly.
I just know I'm not taking him to Vegas with me.
Well, you can just go and watch.
Yeah.
That.
I'll just bet whatever he does. The opposite.
That's right. Yeah, that's your thing. You do need to take him.
Yeah, take him to the tables with you.
That's right. What do you think, Chase? All right, thank you.
I won again.
I hope he listens to this one. Excuse me. Not a lot of we had two really big games last week with Alabama and Oklahoma and Texas and Georgia. We don't have quite that schedule this week, but we've got some games that, obviously still mean some things in the standings and what's going on.
Wait, so hold on. So you went 4-1. That means you picked Georgia.
I did pick Georgia.
I just want to go on record.
Okay. A couple weeks ago, FSU Clemson, I went with my heart, and that's, it struck me, and I was like, I want Texas to win, but I did pick Georgia. So yeah. Okay. Sometimes I do smart things instead of emotional things.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. USC goes to Oregon.
Yeah. I think Oregon will win that game, I think.
There you go. Good choice.
Yeah.
Arkansas travels down to Austin.
Texas.
Okay.
Boy, that was quick.
Sometimes you just know.
It's interesting though. Arkansas is one of those teams. They're like
we only lose by 3-1 or
It's been like they got like 6 losses, less than a touchdown. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde, man.
Yeah.
we just don't have a defense.
Pittsburgh goes to Georgia Tech. Is he going to go with Haynes King in the Georgia Tech?
I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I am. Yeah.
They're having a good year.
I feel like Pittsburgh will probably win that game. I haven't watched either team, but I'm going with Haynes King for sure.
Okay.
Georgia Tech.
Team, you saw Tech play, I think. BYU is at Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a really, really big game, in that conference.
Yep.
I I did see early in the year Cincinnati against Nebraska. I feel like I saw a quarter or two of that game, and I really liked their quarterback. Really like him. So, yeah, I don't think they can beat BYU though.
He just pulled a Lee Corso on us.
Where is it?
The game's
is it
at.
It's at Cincy.
Oh, yes, Cincy.
Okay, I'm going Cincy.
Okay.
Oh,
Go for it. Yay.
Home team. All right. Last but not least, in a game that used to be bigger than it is just because Tennessee is at Florida.
Yeah. I'm going Tennessee. That game will probably be really, really close, though.
Yeah, Florida's one of those teams that you just never know what you're going to get week to week.
Yeah, I know. And in this day and age, those kids are playing for their, literal football lives, right? They don't know who their coach is going to be. Is their coach going to keep them? If they're gone, they're playing to have high value when they get in the portal. And so, it's not, in the old time, you'd say, well, they don't have coach, they don't have direction, they don't have purpose. But, it's probably not purpose of Florida Gator football, but those kids are out there, they're playing their butts off for a reason.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So, well, we will see you in Abilene come Friday night.
Hey, you going carpool?
Yeah, you want to ride with us?
Yeah, I would love to. I don't mind saying that I wish we were playing Lake Ridge solely for the drive's sake. But, again, really excited to be playing for one. And I know that stadium and the atmosphere is going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to play Permian.
Where would that game have been against Lake Ridge?
It would have been in Mesquite.
Oh,
really?
More. We talked about that today, how that stadium didn't seem to be being used a lot, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Coach, I will tell you that some of the best memories we have are BEBC road trips. So if you want to ride with us, you're more than welcome.
I'm in. Thank you. I need to experience that.
It would be something. Yeah, you may go home and tell your wife never again. But,
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be worth it, though.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Coach, we appreciate your time as always, and look forward to Friday, and have a happy Thanksgiving with your family, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, y'all do the same. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, and enjoy the weekend. And likewise, can't wait to see y'all next week.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you,
man.
All right, goodbye.
There you go.
Can you imagine him getting in the car and then all of a sudden,
Let's go.
He goes, pull over, let me out. I'm calling my wife.
Where's the bus?
Nolan blows dirt within the first 5 minutes. Here we go.
Welcome to the tailgate.
Oh, God.
Road trip.
Would he be beaten down or what?
Oh, yeah.
No, you know what? He'd be laughing so hard he wouldn't. He'd have a rough.
His sides would be
He'd get to the game and he's like, I need the oxygen tag. Bring
Yeah,
it up.
something. He'd be like, medic. Oh my gosh, that'd be cool.
This time of year, I think it's good to remind everybody we're 2 rounds deep in the playoffs, and that means 75% of the teams that entered the playoffs are gone now.
Yeah.
It's the top 25% of teams from here on out. I mean, this is already. It's
Yeah,
only 2 rounds deep, but it's big.
You're down to 16.
Yeah.
In each bracket, you're slowly whittling it away, and it's we take it for granted sometimes, that we expect to be here, and it's just what happens every year. But there's
No guarantee.
there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Some of these teams that have gotten beat in the first 2 rounds are like, we thought we'd be playing this week, and you're not. So, good observation there, Cody. So, Allen wins 41-7 over Lake Highlands, ending the Wildcats season. 407 total yards for the Eagles, 222 for Lake Highlands. And one of the stats that really stood out to me, and I mentioned it to Cody at halftime last night, was yards per pass. And this is based on the number of attempts, not completions.
Right.
At halftime, Lake Highlands was averaging 2.4.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Really low.
2.4 yards per pass, which is ridiculously low.
Yeah.
For the game, they ended up at 3.86, where on the converse side of it, Allen averaged 12.79. So you can see, and one of the things we talked about was, they may have had all these long drives, but if you can't turn that into points,
Right.
Yep.
you could have.
Yeah.
Well, like last night, just for example, Lake Ridge had 513 yards of offense and lost.
Yeah.
So,
And these guys only had 222, 56 yards rushing, which is pretty low.
For that was a 1,200-yard rusher they had back there.
Yeah.
That's a big kid.
He was a beast.
I was gonna say, like, wouldn't you love to have that guy on your team? No shot against our running backs, but we don't have a 6'2", 200 plus
No.
bruiser of a halfback.
There's an 8th grader that played halfback at Ford this
There
year.
you
That
go.
was
Okay.
6'2", 210. But yeah,
Yeah, from an overview, we talked about it with Coach. They had 4 series that were double-digit plays, and led to only one of them led to points.
Yep.
And that was the 11-play drive. But when you look at it, they had 5 punts. One of them blocked, right? One blocked? Or two? Two blocked. 1 turnover on downs, onside kick, turnover, 2 interceptions, and 1 TD.
Should have been 4. Because there was one that I couldn't believe.
But I think that there was a third one. I think there was
block punts.
No,
that
I don't think it got
someone got a
tipped.
hand on it, and it only went like
20
20 yards.
Well,
I think that was their punter.
I had watched
Honestly.
their punter all week. Another thing I mentioned to these guys before the game
Poor
was
guy.
special teams will win. But you're right. That like the first punt of the game. How did we not get it?
Yeah, exactly. Because there
They
were
were
4
all
guys
around
there.
it.
How did they get
Four
around it?
guys all around.
I turned to
him, and
James and said, "How did they miss that?"
I don't know
They were
what
all over
What he
it.
lacks in stature, he makes up for in trigonometry.
you
He figured
go.
out how to squeeze that ball right through there.
Their quarterback Chuck Smith,
Chuck.
Mr. Generic name.
I feel like I bought some
shoes
Graham
named
Chuck
after
Smith
him.
at the grocery store last week.
80-15? 80-20?
Brown Chuck
It was
Smith.
probably 93-7.
Yeah.
Oh my!
23 of 42 for it's only a 54% completion percentage, 166 yards, no touchdowns,
Yep.
and the 2 picks by
LeBron.
one of our defensive players of the game, LeBron Bauer. We'll talk about him here in a little bit. Dowd went 11 of 17 for 202 with 1 touchdown, and the boys know it, and nobody gets upset by it. He had a very rough third quarter.
Yeah.
And don't know what happened at halftime, but he seemed to throw a lot of balls in the ground. He was short hopping everything, or not even hopping. It was just short.
Only one of them I saw slip out of his hand. He lost touch with it, but then the other one's behind, low.
I think the problem was he already knew he had the play of the game in the bag. So, what's he got to prove at this point?
Well, he could prove a lot to us.
His pass to Carter and then that run for the TD, man.
The run, man.
59 yards?
Something like
62 yards.
62.
He was running away from him too.
Snell went 1 of 2 for 50 yards, and he came in and his first pass to Josiah was just a thing of beauty right down the
Just
sideline.
lob that right over.
He ends up getting on a rushing touchdown. We'll talk about it. Lake Highlands, Christian Rhodes was their running back. 15 carries, 44 yards, less than a 3-yard per carry average.
Which is
He
way
did-
to go defense.
he
You
did
really
have-
held that dude.
Yeah, the 1 touchdown.
Props to he tried hard that game.
You won't
He
make
breaking
you won't make
tackles.
first downs that way.
No. And again, we talked about it. Breakfast talked about it last night. You don't try to tackle that kid high. You need to go low. He's 6'2".
Well, there was one play where he was going, and it was Wafer grabbed his leg, his thigh, and just
pulled him up.
pulled it right up.
which is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Spriggs leads Allen in rushing again with a 60 yards on 13 carries. Dowd had 4 for 52. He had one bad sack.
Dude, that was like
He didn't see him coming enough, didn't feel it or whatever, and got.
Hambrick had a couple of touchdowns last night.
He almost broke that long play.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He
man.
was one player away from
I think that was
a
a shoelace
98-yard
tackle.
touchdown.
Because he was gone.
Yeah, Jet led the receivers with 6 catches, 108 yards. Josiah had 4 for 61, and then Carter had 1 for 59, and Hambrick had 1. So it was limited. We didn't, we ran. When you look at that, we only ran 53 plays.
Yeah.
It was limited.
They had 14 more plays. They had 67 plays. We had 53.
Your point per play run average this game is ridiculous. Then.
Yeah.
Almost a point per play.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well,
That never happens.
it kind of reminds you of the Kyler years where you got a 3-play drive, you got a 2-play drive.
Lake Highlands wins the toss and elects to receive. And
Whoops.
As we
That's
talked
like-
about it, they went on the low, slow, let's run the play clock down to zero
let's
drive.
simmer this frog.
And in the moment, I think we were all like, "Oh boy," because we just could not get a stop.
Yeah,
on that
They would
first
get
drive.
lucky, or they would have a really good play and make
Yeah.
up 9-10 yards and first down.
yeah. They had a third down at the R34, and we have a pass interference call.
Well, we were playing off quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go there. It just drives me insane. They get down to the 10. They have 4th and 1. And much like the Texas defense, people will never learn to quit trying to run on 4th and 1.
And I mean,
against this
Trey
defense.
Roberson hit him high, and LeBron hit him low, and 12 finished it off with Trey. And
Allen takes it. They go 5 plays, 90 yards. The last 62 by Jeremiah on a read option for 62 yards. And it's amazing.
when I don't even think that was a read option. I think that was a 100% run on his part.
It might have been.
Yeah.
When you look at it, because he was like timing it, and then boom, took off.
He is so much faster than you think he is.
Yeah.
When he gets in the open field.
It's that Usain Bolt 6'5" thing he's got there. You know.
I tap the brakes, dude.
No. He's got it, man.
Jeez.
Usain Bolt.
He's got it. Well, yeah. I mean, how tall was Usain Bolt? He's
Well,
got to be at least
if you
6'3",
had a-
6'4".
Yeah, but he's not Usain Bolt speed.
Well,
so.
come on.
Good for JD though. Our
Yeah.
offensive player of the game gets a 62-yard touchdown, puts Allen up 7-0,
It
Like-
outruns a safety.
and a
Yeah,
corner.
ran away
Yeah.
from it. Ran
A
away
Lake
from it.
Highlands safety. Okay, there you go.
Was it number 2?
I hope
I don't know. That would have been
hope it was.
poetic.
Go back and look at that. Lake Highlands gets the ball. They go 8 plays, and you only go 12 yards. They get
Punt.
This is the punt where we thought it should have been blocked. He only punts at 22 yards. They took over on the 41.
Yep.
Then comes the play to Carter, where you run a wheel route out of the backfield with Carter, get him on a linebacker.
59-yard TD pass.
Sitting right behind the Harris family, all 15 of them, however many there were.
I think we're having a lot of fun.
I have to admit, I didn't see him in the backfield.
Oh, you didn't?
I mean, I looked. I said, "Where is he? Why is he not out there?" You know,
That's what the defense was saying.
man.
It was a great play call.
And all of a sudden, he's there. I said, did he come off the sideline? One of those fake
Now
plays?
that would be a great
That would
play.
have been great. You know,
He's just literally on the,
on the
that
grass.
much on the grass, on the, on the sideline, off the sideline.
Yeah, we saw that coming. The Eagles get penalized 5 yards on the extra point attempt, and then it gets blocked. Coach has a conversation with a player coming off the field.
He fumbled the ball a little bit trying to set it.
A little bit slow executing, and the guy had penetration, and boom.
Extra point attempt is no good.
I think that was 95 on their team.
You can't
He was
say penetration.
sorry. He got through that
That
line.
makes Nolan a little irritated.
He got through that line like a hot knife through butter. No, 95 was one of the really good defensive line players. He was
Ready
causing a
for
little
your
bit of havoc.
injection, Mr.
but-
Nolan.
Lake Highlands takes over. They go 3 and out. On 4th down, they get the punt blocked from their 31. That ball went backwards. Allen isn't recovering it at the 1, or they fumble it. They get it, and then they fumble it. and
They
it
get
goes
it
out of
like the
bounds.
5 or 6,
Yeah.
and then fumble it, and it goes out of bounds.
And then
So they take it back to the 8.
may give it to us, guys. They said we may have possessed it.
Ruling on the field that the ball was possessed by the receiving team and fumbled forward out of bounds. The ball was brought back to the spot of the fumble. First down, Allen, at the 8-yard line. That is the end of the first quarter.
Hamburg has 2 runs of 4 yards and scores.
He was untouched on that second run.
Yeah, he was.
He just walked in.
Yeah.
And there was a penalty on that after the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct on Lake Highlands. Allen's up 20-0, and they moved the ball up, and I turned to Cody and said, "Watch onside kick."
Yes.
You turned to me.
I turned to both of you.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Allen tries the onside kick, and it was a rocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I turned to James and said, why did that guy just let it go?
Yeah.
Yeah. That poor number 26 for Lake Highlands. And then
tried to catch
Trey
it.
Roberson knocks the pookie out of him to block him, and 87 recovers. Who is 87?
What?
Travis Dooley.
Lake Highlands kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
26.
Bounced straight back.
Right off his chest. And
Yeah.
right after it bounces off his chest, Trey Roberson clocks it.
Laid him out. Okay.
Laid him out.
I was watching the ball.
Yeah, and then 87. So let's say his name again, 87. Travis Dooley. Way to go. Way to recover that.
Allen takes over at the Lake Highlands 35. And the first play, this is the bad sack that JD took. Loses 13 yards.
It was more than that.
He gets 6 back to Caleb. He rushes for 12, and on 4th and 5 at the 30, he throws an incomplete
Yeah.
pass.
Well, let's talk about that sack real quick, because that was where we first noticed some kind of mass confusion. And he was looking to the sidelines and saying, what? And so then he ends up taking the sack.
It's interesting to know that was the issue last night, you know,
Yeah.
because again, you don't know that, and some people who know
Wearable
about the watches,
devices, yeah.
that's what's going on.
Well, you can see him looking at his wrist, and I didn't know that it was a watch. That
I
he
figured it was
looking at.
one of those cards. or
Cards,
something like
yeah.
that.
Well, there just seemed to be, and so if it's not working,
Well,
it's
I always say, you know, and I'm in IT. The more technology you use, the more chance it's going to, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Right
glad to hear
on
that
you.
too, because I'm sitting there going, snap the ball.
yeah. But if you don't know what the play is, it makes it hard.
And cell coverage around stadiums is never good.
Well, and he said it had nothing to do with the Wi-Fi, but I don't know. Again, I don't know how it works, but that just seems like when you got 10,000 people in one little area using.
Using
And
devices.
again, I don't know anything about it either, so. It just
Well, and generally the wearables will have Bluetooth and cell signal, but not Wi-Fi. We'll check on that.
Lake Highlands takes over at their own 30, down 20-0. Another 10-play drive. They get down to the Eagle 46 on 4th and 9. They line up for a play, but they end up punting. It goes down to the Allen 5.
Yeah, that quick kick. But the one before that incomplete pass, that should have been a offensive PI. Knocked our guy off. It just,
Oh, is that the one on
The
our
non-call.
sideline
yeah,
where he pulled our...
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, that was-
Oh, yeah.
He pulled him down, yeah. And
I
they
cannot
were
believe-
booing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their side was
And then the
booing.
quick kick should have been a delay of game, which
Right.
they then call us on delay of game. It's like,
Forget it. That was not a great sequence for the refs.
no.
Yeah. Allen takes over at their own 5 with 3:58 remaining in the quarter. Spriggs goes 7. He goes 14. He goes another 7. And then we end up punting. We have 4th and 7 on our 29. And Ethan Nava kicks a 56-yard punt.
Yeah.
You know,
He
That was a
torched
line
that
drive
thing.
torch here. Yeah.
again, we don't see him much. But flip the field. Takes
Yeah.
it down to their 15. Lake Highlands takes over. They complete a pass for a yard. Rhodes has a 12-yard rush, another 1-yard run. And then on 2nd and 9 under 27,
LeBron pulls a toe tapper, right?
is that the toe tapper?
Yeah, yeah. Toe tapper intercepts it, falls out of bounds.
That's the one where he was not looking at the quarterback, but he saw the receiver get ready to catch. He turned at the last minute.
Yep, and caught it.
And was
fell
just
out of bounds.
positioned right in front of him.
Yep.
Way to go, LeBron.
Allen goes 7 plays, 34 yards. With the last couple being another Jaden Hambrick touchdown.
Yep. Way to go, Jaden.
This is one where he could have gone in untouched, but he decided to hit a dude instead.
Exactly.
Just because.
It's how he's wired.
Yeah.
Well,
He's there to hit
it
people.
makes sense because they're not.
I'm
they're not-
okay with that.
They're not
We're
looking
down
for
with
it,
that.
and then they get run over.
I'm
Maybe
okay with
he
that.
should be playing defense. I don't know.
Lake Highlands 5.
Both ways. Lake Highlands gets the ball. They don't go anywhere.
Halftime was
Halftime
5
comes.
plays, 7 plays, something
Yeah.
like that.
Allen gets the ball. They go 7 plays, 37 yards. They get down to the Wildcat 14, and JD fumbles. Excuse me.
This play was bad on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
There were like 4 guys all around him. And
Yeah,
it
it
just,
just started off. It's like the line didn't touch anybody. He
Yeah.
looked up and he's corralled there.
it's one of those. I haven't seen the replay, but live, I was like, I'm not even sure what the play call was. It was just snap the ball, and suddenly JD's running for his life.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a
Hey, one bad play don't spoil the whole
No.
bunch, man.
Lake Highlands takes over. They go 13 plays, 57 yards, and on 4th and 7 at the Allen 20, he is intercepted yet again by LeBron Bauer. Hence, as we said, one of the defensive.
Well, and I'll tell you
players.
this other thing. Looking at the film, it should have been a touchback because when he caught it and landed, his hand was on the goal line.
Was it?
So
But where
it
was the ball?
Well, the ball was in the field of play, but when he comes down with his hand on the goal line,
But if his hand, yeah, I think he's right.
I don't
If
know.
he's touching
Wouldn't
the
the
end
ball have to
zone,
cross the plane?
Well, it goes to the point of
it's no
we didn't
different
get
if
any
you're-
we didn't get any gimmies from the ref.
No, I
That's-
think I don't know. That's a good question.
yeah.
Anyway, either way, Allen takes over, and this is the third quarter, which was just blah. 12 plays, 60 yards. We end up punting.
run the clock. That was our longest series.
Ethan, we're down at they're 39. We punt because it's 4th and 16. Nava kicks the old end over end punt, and LeBron catches it.
Downs it at the 1 yard line.
One or
play.
two.
Good play.
They go nowhere. 3 plays and out. They punt, and it's a 14-yard punt.
Yeah.
Again, almost blocked. I think that one. That's the one that was blocked.
Yeah, that LeBron
Tipped it.
contacted that one too.
Allen takes over at the 19-yard line. It only takes him 3 plays. Linden goes 8 yards for the touchdown. The game is now 34-0 at the end of the third quarter. Kiss your sister. Everybody started leaving. 34-0.
Yeah, nobody wanted to watch you kiss your sister.
Yeah, for real.
Hello.
Turnover on downs after 9 plays for Lake Highlands. Only takes Snell comes in at this point. His first pass is 41 yards to the Josiah. Hambrick runs for 3. Then they get a. This is where number 2 just lost his mind on that play that where Hambrick rushed for 3. one of their defensive linemen got caught up with one of our offensive linemen. It took him a while to get up, and so 2 runs in, grabs his guy because his guy was talking, pulls him away, and then he will not shut up. And I don't know what his gripe was.
Yeah.
But he just kept on and on. And the referee gave him all the chances
had
in the world.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah.
And he threw that flag 60
Way up
feet in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, holy moly. It wasn't just like toss. It was, let's set a world record toss. He gets penalty. They get a half the distance or a 15-yard penalty. And then Ty takes it in on a 10-yard touchdown run.
Boom.
It was a read option where he was not letting the
No, he
halfback take it.
literally pulled it hard.
41-0. Allen gives up a score on a 4th down play from the 1-yard line, and it's 41-7, and that's the end of the game for all we know.
Yeah, and a little bit ugly. You know, we talked about some of the breaks that they got. 10 penalties for 103 yards.
Yeah.
Not what you want. Got to clean that up. But
What about that interception on our 1-yard line? When he could have just dropped it.
oh yeah.
Oh, LeBron, yeah.
Well,
Hey.
that's what he does on offense, not on defense.
Oh my God!
He intercepts it, man. It's
hard.
you can't help it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a 4th down play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Permian wins 30-28 over Lake Ridge on a field goal with 2 minutes left in the game. As Coach said, I pulled the Permian has all their stats and everything on their website. Very good website.
And did we talk about that kickoff return that LeBron did, the 41-yard kickoff
No, we
return?
didn't.
Heck, man. That
He was very active.
he
last
was
night.
very
You know,
active.
he played for Permian.
As Coach said, it's a little different if you watch Friday Night Lights and everything and ground and pound. Those days are over at Permian. They've passed for 3,000 yards this year.
75-25 pass run.
Only rushed for 1,876. Throwing the ball all over. They are 11-1. Their one loss, if you can remember, many, many weeks ago. First game of the year at the Star, they played Plano.
They lost to Plano.
They lost to Plano.
Well, that speaks
Oh boy!
volumes.
Oh boy!
God almighty.
Now again, it was many weeks ago, and
Yeah, but it was Plano.
first game of the year.
Come on.
But it's Plano.
How are they against the run?
Defensively, their opponents have rushed for 1,700 yards and have thrown for 20. See, they even have opponent stats on here on their website.
Yeah. Nice.
21-97. Now again, they play in one of the worst districts, and I'll just say this again because
Worse than ours?
Yeah. You know, with Friendship and Midland and Odessa, you know, Midland Legacy ended up 6-5 this year, and I expect them to get hammered today by North Crowley. We'll see.
Yeah.
What happens there, but they are
Now,
11-1.
that would be an upset.
Yeah, very much so. Their quarterback, looks like their starter got hurt during the year because they've got another guy that, you know, threw for 942 yards. Their starter's thrown for 2,000, 65% completion rate. And they have a 1,000-yard rusher in Gavin Black, who had a really big game last night, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he had 181 yards on 30 rushes last night.
And that running back last night was a, what,
I
13?
promise you Gavin Black will not have 181 yards against Allen.
No.
Count it here. If it does happen, I'll give each of y'all $50. So there you go.
If he does, I'm gonna
That
pay
includes
for,
all the
pay
listeners.
for gas on
No.
the trip back.
Well, I do say, I'm sure their quarterback's not like ground Chuck Smith.
Crown Chuck.
You know,
80-20
getting rid of the ball
Chuck
in a
Smith.
hurry. He's going to be back there waiting for guys to get open downfield, and he's going to get
He's going to get coverage
His
sacks.
name is Sirloin Raw.
Like I say, we have a coach on staff who came from Permian, so they'll some
There's some
familiarity
knowledge
there.
there, yeah.
Again, it just seems when West Texas teams get to this round of the playoffs,
They struggle.
they've struggled mightily. It's been a long time since you've had a West Texas team in the final 8.
Well, and you saw with San Angelo,
Yeah.
the Angry Orange. You saw how big a deal that was. I think this is going to be a big deal like that.
And it'd probably be a similar story if they shuffled the regions, like if we were playing,
Yeah.
A Houston or an Austin area team. It might be a similar story.
Yeah, I can remember playing like a Klein
Yeah.
Forest
Yeah, back
down
when you're in
in
Region
Down in Waco.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they will be there in all their mojo glory.
Yeah.
So here's what we need to look into this week is how good is their special teams? Because I think that's maybe the biggest difference between last week and this week is how good the opponent's special teams were last week. They flipped the field successfully. They didn't allow block punts. They didn't
Right.
allow short fields. They made you work the entire way down. And this week was not that.
Yeah.
And so I think we're going to make them punt, but it's a question of are they able to do it well? Can they cover? Can they keep Jet from taking it back to the house? Or are they going to give up short fields and let us?
Because
Can they keep them getting blocked?
in the last 3 or 4 games, we haven't seen a lot of those big, huge plays taken to the house and punt returns. And
Well,
all that
it's
stuff.
on film now. They know they can't kick it to Jet.
Well,
Exactly.
who was
Or
it?
shouldn't.
What team
Yes.
did we play that just kept kicking away from? What was Prosper?
Yeah.
They kept
Yeah.
trying to kick away from them, and it
Yeah.
affected. They had a 7-yard punt, a 20-yard punt because they were trying to kick away from
He
it.
shanked it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you pick your poison. I would kick it, that take your chance as opposed
Yeah.
to shanking it or whatever.
Yeah. And I love our high motor defense. The guys are just on.
Those guys, Wafer again last night. Just
There was a couple times we were like, oh.
he's a missile back there.
He was doing some smacking, and
Major Miller.
for the highlights, I'm going to have to leave my game thing with you because I've got all the different plays and all the different good stuff marked. But they tried a couple trick plays on us, and you got to figure that somebody like Odessa Permian is going to do a couple trick plays, kind of like with Louisville, where they hid that little short dude behind the lineman and then tried to shovel the pass off under his legs. Yeah, they sniffed that out real quick. It's going to be hard to fool this defense of ours on stuff like that.
It will be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But hey, a road trip to Abilene. Here we go.
Yes, let's
as
go.
long as it's not that reffing crew from the Prosper game, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
That was
See, it might be
Maybe we'll get an East Texas crew out there.
East Texas.
Yeah, baby.
We will see. It is Thanksgiving week, fellas. Enjoy the time with whatever you're going to do, whoever you're going to do it with.
Turkey, ham, just enjoy your family.
We will reconvene on Friday as the road trip begins.
Yeah. When's basketball's next?
Basketball
next
plays
dealio?
tonight, actually, at 6 o'clock in Oklahoma City. They won last night against a team from New York. A prep team from New York Catholic school. They won
New York
78-74. A couple of us went and saw them play Lake Highlands, not Lake Highlands, Highland Park. Tuesday night. Freshman team won by 36. The JV team won by 13. And then
14,
the varsity won by 19.
Awesome.
Neo Lawrence. Everybody loves Neo. And Neo's he dropped 30 last night in the game that they were down 13 or 11 after the first quarter.
Was it 23 or 27 against Highland Park?
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's averaging about 28 a game. Lots of young kids on this team, but lots of talented kids on this team, and Neo's doing his job leading them.
He's a leader.
It's been fun to watch.
They need another one. They need one more
play
leader.
Little Rock Central tonight in Oklahoma City.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and then they come back for the break. They do go to Hawaii the first week of December to play a classic out there. So kudos to them kids for
Please
being.
don't
fun.
ever do that again.
Have fun.
Well, if you're going to do it, stand up and do it.
Yeah.
No, I ain't standing up to do that.
Please no.
Let's make
I
it.
should have brought
good.
my tiki bobblehead
No.
from the truck.
No, as long as you didn't bring your grass skirt, we'll be all right. So, folks, we appreciate you listening. Thank you again. Hope all of y'all have a wonderful holiday. Be careful on your travels.
Yeah, safe travels.
To and from Abilene. Cody and I, after coming home from Rex, said we ought to just rent a bus. Just have a BEBC party bus.
Party bus and have
Then we get Wig in there.
Yeah, we would.
get him dancing on the pole after a victory.
Cody
Yeah,
said
there
we
go.
have to be careful who we select to put in the bus with us.
Oh yeah.
Don't look at me.
Are we going to get a bus with a bathroom on it?
party.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine?
Wear a diaper.
Why would I do that?
Unbelievable. Thank you very much for listening. We are out next week's episode 150. We'll have to figure out
150.
what we're going to do.
We'll do something.
Yeah, we got to get a hold of Coach Wig and see, because it's going to be 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning for
Everybody
players
gets
get
back,
back.
yeah.
So I don't know when they're going to. He's going to be available Saturday, so we'll figure that out.
We'll check.
And we'll go from there. So thanks again for listening, and we appreciate you.